Hey everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name is David. I've been searching the interzones for more science, space and tech news to share with you, and came across this at Sputnik International. Yes, apparently Chinese scientists propose new method to produce water on the lunar surface. This should be interesting. Yes, China's 2020 Chang'e 5 mission was the first to bring lunar soil samples to Earth in over 4 decades. Yes, Chinese scientists have found a way to retrieve water from the surface of the moon. The new method has only been tested on moon dirt samples brought back from China's 2020 Chang'e 5 mission, but findings may suggest that moon-based settlers could potentially produce drinkable water from moon soil. Interesting. Now, as usual, I'll leave the link to the main article below the video so you can pop in, check out the embedded links, go for a bit of a deeper dive if you like. Makes for an interesting read, believe me. Now, in the study, which was published in the journal, The Innovation, the researchers found that the moon samples had high concentrations of hydrogen and oxygen and other elements when it was heated to temperatures exceeding 1800 degrees Fahrenheit or 982 degrees Celsius. The elements within these samples produced water vapor, according to Chinese state media. Researchers from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, the CAS, who were involved in the study, alongside those from the Ningbo Institute of Materials, Technology and Engineering, have described the technique as highly practical. This will be very, very interesting, because if it is practical to do so, that's going to save us carting a hell of a lot of water to the moon, I can tell you that much. Yes, the south, well, I mean, even though we do have urine recycling and all that sort of stuff, you know, this is going to save us a hell of a lot of hassle. Say, I'm not an aerospace engineer, I'm not a chemist, but please, if somebody can fill us in on this more, this would be great down in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. As I say, not a scientist, just love science, space and tech news and sharing it with everybody. The South China Morning Post adds that this approach could potentially produce up to 76 milligrams of water from 1 gram of lunar soil. That means that 1 ton of soil could produce about 50 litres or 13 gallons, which would be enough for 50 people to drink in a day. Now, the oxide material ilmenite found in the soil, as well as some of the other minerals, are capable of storing large amounts of hydrogen, thanks to billions of years of exposure to solar wind. And of course, that's not a lot. I mean, you know, 50 days, you're going to have to go through 50 tons of soil, but we're going to get more efficient at it. It's like, you know, we see mining here on Earth, and we mine for gold, and then 50 years ago, no, it's not economical, it's paid out now. You know, we can't get any more gold out of or whatever the ore is that you're trying to get out. Technology improves, a few decades down the track, we can get more out of this. Same principle. Now, the finding is promising. However, the researchers caution that further missions will have to be carried out to see how feasible this technique would be in real life. Melting lunar soil by focusing sunlight through concave mirrors is one technique, for instance, that the team is contemplating. Yep, early days yet, but I have a funny feeling this is definitely going to come into play once our technology and techniques improve. It's absolutely fascinating, isn't it? All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care. And as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
I'll be back.